Hello again, peeps. Just on the way back from dropping off some handmade sanitizer to a few people. I can't believe it. Literally, last week there was a toilet roll shortage, and for the last 2 weeks there's been a toilet roll shortage. And now there's literally toilet roll in the bins. Reams and reams and reams and reams of toilet roll. It's everywhere. There's like a national, what's the opposite of a shortage? Sunday Times, this is brand new toilet roll as well. It's not even a day old. I don't understand this. Don't understand this world. We just throw away lots and lots of toilet paper. Oh, I got interrupted there. My battery went flat. First time ever. There you go. As you start being a YouTuber, you start learning how to do things with one hand and how to change batteries, and apologise for it. So, you may have got a small glimpse of what I was up to on my way home from dropping off some supplies yesterday. Here, once again, is what I use. That's a radiator paint roller. Sure if you can see that. It's just a hook on the end with a handle. Simple. Obviously I've took the roller off of it. Other than that, all I use is a grab stick. Works adequately. Doesn't pick up very heavy things, but it's quite a heavy duty one, as you can see. I've already bent it. Go. Anyway, just after that last little rant of mine while I was picking stuff up out of the skip, the wrong skip, I drove past obviously a plumber's house on my way to the electrical skip to dump off all those electrical items that I'd found. And this lovely chap had left me those. 2 boilers. They're not particularly good boilers in terms of metal recovery. They're modern ones. They're probably only 2 years old and they've crapped out already. Because that's what modern stuff's like. Crap. There you go, peeps. Just to prove a point. Valiant. Install date 2014. So 6 years old. Well, manufacture date 2014. So it's 6 years old. There's naff all inside it. Apart from this big stainless steel heat exchanger, which is a pain in the arse to strip because it's got aluminium all over it. But you know, is it worth it? Not really. Stainless steel's not a particularly good price, so I don't bother. Well, I say I don't bother, I do bother. That's a lie. I shouldn't bother, is what I mean. You can see down there, a few bits of copper run out to there. There's no massive brass manifold like the older ones have got. You've got basically all plastic. There's 3 bits of brass, a couple of bits of copper, circuit board with a chip. Not a lot. They're probably worth somewhere in the region of a £5 each once you've stripped them. So this is one of the items that really is definitely not worth doing. I only do when I've got bugger all else to do. As I say, you can see there's naff all in the way of the older ones. That'd be full of brass. There'd be brass valves, brass connectors. There'd be 15 quid's worth of brass sitting in the bottom of a normal boiler. There isn't in these. As I said, there's naff all. So these will go at the back of the garage, be stripped when I've got time, and basically I'll just use them as a receptacle for throwing all my screws and lumps of crap, like I do with a microwave really. But these will get really filled up with rubbish and then given to my scrap man. I reckon these are probably worth £5 each once they're stripped, as I say, and there's a good hour's worth of stripping by the time you've took that burner to pieces. Usually the older style boilers, they're worth 20 to 25 quid once you've stripped them. It takes the same amount of time to strip them, probably less. This is why this modern stuff's rubbish. But you take what you can, and they were both sitting outside a house. I now know where there's a plumber who dumps his stuff outside his house. It's on the way home from a couple of people I have to deliver to. I'm on the way out to them today to take them some of this homemade hand sanitizer, 70% alcohol. 25% water, 5% glycerol. Stops your hands drying out. It works better than the commercially available stuff. It's basically medical grade. Make it myself, always have done, always will do. Ends up costing, well, this is what I've been carrying recently. I've been carrying that because that came out of my camping backpack that you see up there. I use this for starting fires because it's a gel form, it doesn't leak out in your pocket, it's less likely to crack in the bottle and spill everywhere and basically make you walk around with a bomb on your back. I mean, you know, I may look like a terrorist, but I'm not. Right then peeps, literally 10 minutes later, I actually worked up a bit of a sweat there. The entire boiler stripped, apart from that bit of stainless in there, which at 40p a kilo, I'm really not going to bother sodding about with. If I remember correctly, they've got an aluminium core inside them, so that's got to be stripped out, and then you've got to pull that outer casing off. It's just not worth it. There's a motor to come off of there, and that 10 minutes work yielded me the magnificent sum of 3/4 of bugger all. If it wasn't for the fact it took 10 minutes, it would have been a total waste of time. I didn't bother filming it because, to be perfectly honest, I took out 10 screws. Everything else was just twist and lock and spring clips and stuff like that. The only screws I had to undo were on these brass unions. And there's what? Oh, £2 in brass, £2 in copper, 50p in cable, and a circuit board to come out of there. Really not worth stripping, but at least now I can put the covers on and fill them up with rubbish. You can see why plumbers don't bother stripping their own stuff anymore. They leave it out for mugs like me to come along and spend, well, I suppose £2.50 for 10 minutes work. What's that work out to? 15 quid an hour? I don't work it like that. It's just, that's going to get put away till next year. That's my little bank deposit. And, well, I'm happy enough. But then I'm always happy I'm brain damaged. Bye peeps.